In this video, we want to determine whether a function is even, odd, or neither if we're just given its graph. Now, I say just given its graph, just so you know what this function is. I have it written in here. This is the graph of y equals x multiplied by x minus 2 multiplied by x plus 3. We're just going to ignore that for the moment because, honestly, looking at the graph and figuring out whether it's even, odd, or neither is actually much faster than having to actually put negative x in the place of x and simplify it out. So you can just kind of ignore that if you want to, because on a test or something that wouldn't be there. And we just want to look at the graph. So you can see I have the restrictions written out for even, odd, or neither. If it's going to be an even function, then the graph is going to be a mirror image over the y-axis. So let's go ahead and test that. Of course, our y-axis is going to be the vertical axis, so I'm going to kind of shade it green. And if this function were even, it would be a mirror image. You would see the same thing, in other words, on both sides of that green line. And of course, we do not. It's not the exact same. And it has to be the exact same. So even if it was something close, which this is not, but it wasn't perfect, then it would not be even still. This, of course, is not even close to being the same, so this is not an even function. And that's all you have to do to test whether it's even or not. So now let's talk about how to test, go right down the line, how to test whether it's odd. If it's odd, you can rotate the whole graph 180 degrees, and it's going to be the exact same as the way it started. So go ahead and look at this graph very carefully, and I'm going to rotate it 180 degrees. I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees to the left 2 times. So this is the same thing as just, flipping your page around, just spinning your page to where it's upside down, or the book, or the test, or whatever it is you're looking at. Now, I've spun it 180 degrees, and it's upside down, you can see, and it looks similar to the way it looked to start out with, but it's not the exact same. So notice when we've rotated it 180 degrees, the first, I guess we run into the point 2, which would actually be negative 2 if we rotated it 180 degrees. Whereas if we go back to where we started, on the left-hand side, we actually intercept at negative 3. So in other words, we run into the x-axis here, but whenever we rotated it 180 degrees, we were running into the x-axis at where it would be negative 2 instead. So you can see it's not the exact same. Like I said, it's close, but it's not the exact same. So it has to be perfectly the same to be odd, and it is not. So it's not even, and it's not odd. So now, if we determine whether it's neither, all we have to do is say it's not even and it's not odd. And we've already done that, so our answer is that this is neither even nor odd.